Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates. Today we had the full reveal of all heroes and villains in Star Wars Battlefront with images and info about all of their abilities. The previously known heroes and villains are Luke, Vader and Boba Fett, and if you want to hear about their abilities, simply check out the link in the description below where I talked about them in a previous video. I just want to mention that there's a full article about each of the new heroes on EA Star Wars website, so if you want to read them yourself, make sure to check them out. I will mostly be going over the actual gameplay mechanics here. But now, on to the new heroes. First off, we have Han Solo. I would have been very surprised if he was not in the game, but our favorite smuggler is now confirmed in the game. So what abilities does Han Solo have? Well, I gotta say that I'm a bit surprised of his arsenal, as I expected some more explosives, but in Battlefront he will only be rocking his classic DL-44 blaster pistol. The first ability he has is called Rapid Fire, and this ability allows Han to fire his blaster as fast as you can pull the trigger without having to worry about the overheating for a couple of seconds. So this is the perfect ability to pop whenever you face a lot of enemies at once. Secondly, we have the Lucky Shot. This is a build up and release sort of ability that hits really hard and effective against vehicles. It also works good against infantry, and it can actually even break Darth Vader's block, so if you face him as Han Solo, you know which ability to use. Lastly, we have the Shoulder Charge, something you might have seen in the movies. This ability works great to get in and out of combat fast, so as you can imagine it will be very helpful whenever you face off against close quarters villains like Darth Vader, as you can quickly escape their reach. Moving on to the next hero in the game, we have Leia Organa, Han Solo's wife. She plays a more supportive role in Battlefront compared to the most other heroes and villains to fit the role she has in the movies. I mean, she can of course take out a lot of enemies with her blaster, but she is also a great leader, which is reflected in the gameplay. The first ability she has is called Trooper Bane. This is a hard-hitting boosted blaster shot designed to be fired in single burst, and if you hit an enemy stormtrooper they will be killed by one hit. And it also deals significant damage and temporarily stuns enemy villains, so she does definitely have an offensive as well. Secondly, we have the Enhanced Squad Shield. This is a very defensive ability that will help you easily capture those uplinks or command points. The difference between this squad shield and the normal squad shield in the game is that this shield also stops some force abilities, and when she activates her Trooper Bane ability, she can actually shoot through the shield, something which ground troopers cannot do. So as you can imagine, this will be a very powerful asset in many game modes where you need to lock down specific areas. This allows Leia to drop down various power-ups and even health boosts for other heroes on the battlefront, which can be very helpful for the team. Leia actually has a fourth passive ability, which is that any teammate that spawns close to Leia will become an all-around honor guard, which is really cool. I'm not sure if these honor guards have other abilities than the normal troopers, but it really sounds like a cool extra ability. And as you can hear, Leia is a very supportive hero that can be great to help out the team with. I'm personally glad that they have some heroes that isn't just all about killing, but also about helping out the team. Lastly, we have Emperor Palpatine. I'm just so glad that he's in the game, as he's probably the hero I'm most excited to play as. He's simply just a pure badass Sith Lord. Palpatine's main ability is actually Force Lightning, so he does not have a lightsaber in this game, which I think is very interesting. This Force Lightning can really fry your enemies, and it also comes in another ability called Chain Lightning, which will let you reach a wider area of effect and damage enemies around you in all directions. Another ability that Palpatine has is the Force Dash. Force Dash allows him to move extremely fast in the direction he's currently facing, which can be great to get in close to your enemies very fast. I'm glad that it's getting some sort of movement and not just be as slow as Vader, as that would be kind of annoying, especially without a lightsaber. Lastly, we have the Imperial Resource ability, which is the same as Leia's supply drop that gives you power-ups and health bonuses for the other villains. Teammates spawning around the Emperor will also become the more powerful shock troopers, a bit like Leia's all-around honor guards. So Palpatine can be played differently depending on what you want to do. Either stay back and be a bit more defensive and help out the team, or do like I know that I will be doing, Force Dash straight into the rebel forces and just melt everything around you with the Chain Lightning. I just cannot wait to do that myself in the game. I can only imagine how epic it will look in the Frostbite engine. So, Star Wars Battlefront will contain 6 heroes and villains in total. Not the biggest amount, but since it is limited to the original trilogy, it does kind of make sense. This will be available in plenty of game modes like Walker Assault, Hero Battles, Supremacy, Heroes vs Villains and Hero Hunt. They might be in more game modes than that, but those are the only ones I know about right now. One suggestion that the hero designer Jamie Keane has is to play the Hero Battles, one of the mission types available in the game, as that will let you practice with all heroes prior to using them in multiplayer, which I can imagine will help out a lot, as I remember the first time I played as Luke or Vader, I've failed pretty hard, to be honest. Anyways, that brings this video to an end. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe for extensive Battlefront content right here on Battlefront Updates. I will see you guys soon again, and as always, may the Force be with you.